Status has come as a surprise on the first day of the Brussels summit. Center stage, however, is the so-called Fiscal Pact, which EU leaders are due to sign later today. RT's Tessa Arcilia reports on what's to come if Brussels gets powers to police member states' fiscal policies.
It's been talked about for months, claimed as a solution to Europe's crisis.
Fiscal compact.
Fiscal pact.
A new fiscal rule.
By the end of this two-day summit, this fiscal stability compact will have been signed, sealed and delivered. This pact comes with tight budgetary rules that must be strictly adhered to, or else face automatic sanctions. Member states must maintain a balanced budget or have a surplus, keep a budget deficit of 3% or less, enshrine the balanced budget rule into national legislation within 1 year, preferably within the Constitution. If budgetary targets are not met, the guilty nation can be brought to the European Court of Justice and be obliged to make penalty payments. The reins of strict budgetary oversight will be in Brussels' hands.
Now in Europe, in Brussels, we've got our first tsar, and it's a budget tsar. And he's going to police all the budgets of the member states. And these member states will lose sovereignty in the field of budgetary policy. Now, is the population going to accept this?
A population that's already been forced to accept one tough austerity measure after another.
All good economists know that if you are doing austerity everywhere, you go towards crisis. If everybody is now tackling public deficit, if we are cutting public expenses everywhere, then you crash everywhere. Nobody is consuming, nobody is investing, then you degrowth. The point of this treaty is the continuation of pure liberal orthodoxy. So we are exactly going back to what we have done in the last 15 years, which put us now in the mess.
EU leaders see the budgetary discipline this fiscal stability pact is expected to bring as a step closer to solving the Eurozone's structural imbalances and help crisis-hit countries ease their way out of their predicament. But it's a one-size-fits-all approach that has some worried about the impact it could have on healthier economies.
It would lead to a huge fiscal consolidation bias. So even those countries that have a healthier fiscal situation, they will consolidate their fiscal accounts, which can depress economic activity at a time when banks face problems and they do not really want to lend.
Not a desirable scenario when the new buzzwords are
Growth and employment.
Tessa Arcilia, RT, Brussels.